to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden
This is a special request. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensimilla, some call it lamb's bread, and some people call it ganja.
Welcome to another edition of the Adam Dunn Show. I'm your host, Mitch Shanasa. Adam Dunn is in Vegas, and we'll be trying to Skype him in for the conversation here. I got KTI with me as usual.
Yo,
he'll be holding it down, and we got us Cole and Jaron from Millenium.
Yeah, we're here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on. We've been trying to put the show together for a while now, so excited that we've been able to get you on. So why don't you tell me? I kind of talked to you guys a little bit, but I don't know much about your backgrounds. Why don't you start by telling me about that?
yeah, definitely. My name is Cole Brandon. I'm with 5-8 Distribution. We distribute new Millenium nutrients into the U.S. here. My background, as far as myself in the industry, from Wyoming originally. I went to the University of Wyoming as far as schooling, have a bachelor's degree in agroecology, essentially sustainable agriculture, minor degrees in horticulture, botany, and soil science. Shortly after school, moved to the great state of Colorado.
How long ago was that?
That was about 6 years ago. Moved into to Fort Collins there for about a year, and then down to Denver to start my career down here.
Nice.
Yeah.
And were you growing that whole time?
Growing the whole time, man, of course. Yep.
Growing in Wyoming. I like it, Cole. Nice and bold. So my name is Jaron, and also with 5-8 Distribution and New Millenium Nutrients. I'm originally from Kansas City. I have a degree in horticultural food crop production from Colorado State, and got my start in the industry in the retail world with Way to Grow, and moved on to a couple different distribution settings, and I'm currently with 5-8.
And both you guys are kind of here to talk about your experience. I mean, I could say that the jar you put in front of me, that's what we always say, jar on the table of ADS, or, get the fuck out. And you brought a jar of fire there, so.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, you passed my first test.
We haven't got kicked out the door, so
No,
we're
exactly.
good.
You've earned your seats now, gentlemen. So talk to me.
Cheers. Thank you.
So I don't know if you guys have figured out some stuff to kind of teach us about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that one of the great places to start with New Millenium is just giving you guys a little background on it. We can just chat a little bit about nutrients in general and what we kind of think is quality in this industry. But I'll let Cole kind of take it away and just give us a little bit of the background on where New Millenium came from, where we're going, et cetera. Go ahead, Cole.
Yeah, it is a.
Oh, we got a
Is it
caller in.
Mr. Dunn?
Hello, caller. Welcome to the Adam Dunn Show.
Maybe not.
Oh, shit.
It sounds like D-Money, if I had to guess. But I don't know if he can hear us. I don't think he can hear us. Well, anyway, why don't you continue, Cole? Sorry.
No problem at all. So a little bit about the background in as far as New Millenium goes. The very, conception of Millenium was back even pre-2000, right around the turn there. And it was, back then called Millenium Nutrients. A lot of the guys that have been doing it for a very, very long time probably remember it back in the day. The people that do know about it have nothing but the very, very best things to say about it, especially because, if you look at the guy behind it, Mr. Neil Watson, a guy that we're all very, very proud to say we can work around and learn from, quite honestly. Worked for a very large nutrient company for years and years and years in the late 80s, early 90s. Company that made one of the more famous 3 parts in this industry. It's a very accoladed company over the years and years. Had a lot of long history with the company as far as nutrient development, nutrient programs, plant nutrition, the whole process as far as learning, data development, everything the entire time. He kind of branched off from that company, went with a few different business partners and made Millenium back at the turn. Things went really, really well, and then it kind of fizzled out for a number of reasons. Well, a few years back here in Colorado, he decided to start it back up, called it the New Millenium. He's the owner, operator, formulator, chemist, and things are going very, very well. His years and years of learning and technology have served him well, and he's very well respected, very well known, and again,
Coming in again.
All right, we're going to try this again. Hey, Adam?
Welcome. Oh, is that Mr. Dunn? Oh, on his own show, live. There we go. Imagine that. Are you listening? Do you know what's going on? 3 guys. You don't count me. Oh, yeah. It's the angle's a little tight, actually. KTI, he's right. Cole's not really on camera. It does just look like 2 guys. Everything's falling apart without Adam.
Missing the fearless leader.
Oh,
you know?
and you know what? The listeners can't hear Adam, so no. Yep. Say what you say. How you really feel. Tell them how you really feel. Right. You sound like you were partying last night.
It's ridiculous here. Ridiculous.
Just all parties, right?
5 minutes ago. I literally woke up at 5 minutes to 2 and was like, "Holy fuck!"
You woke up at 2 p.m.
Yes.
Well,
It was a rough night.
yeah. I can tell you're working hard out there, doing a lot of business out there at the business conference, right?
Oh my God, yes.
So much
It's
business.
it's been a pretty good show, though. I have to say.
A good show for what?
It's crazy out
For
here.
partying?
No, good show. Oh yeah, for partying. Of course, for partying. What else? What do you? Oh, for that you mean for work? No, there's no work.
Not a lot of work, right? That's okay.
No, but there is a lot of partying. Let me tell you. Let me tell you
something.
So, how are we doing, guys? Everybody's there. That's good. I'm surprised you guys didn't completely fall apart while I was gone.
I know.
Are we on?
Everyone can hear you
working
now.
again?
They can
Now
all
we can
hear
hear
you. They can all hear you. Yeah.
I have to stop talking bad. I have to stop talking bad about everybody. All right.
Yeah.
I got you.
You stopped right on time. Yeah. All right. Well, now that Adam's
Yeah.
talking, let's spark this joint because he
Okay.
can't smoke it, and it's good to
Suck
lord
it.
that over him.
But I can smoke in my smoking room at the Rio, so that's good.
That's good.
That's nice.
Do you want to tell
Okay.
everyone why you wanted to get New Millenium on for so long? You love these guys, right?
Because I've been using this shit for fucking years. It's been
How
been
long, buddy?
My
That's what I'm talking
my
about, Adam.
steadfast nutrient program. So
When did you start using
and
them? Was it called Millennium when you started using it, or New Millennium? That's what we just
I
learned
think it
about.
was just Millennium. I think it was just Millennium,
That's
right?
a
Cool.
long time
Yeah,
ago, right?
in the
Cole?
silver bottles, right, Adam? You remember that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's the thing I loved about it was that the fact that it's nice to be on the ground level with anybody doing something, because even if it's not the exact formula that they're going to end up with, it's nice to see the transition. You know what I mean, and not be like, okay, this is it, we're done. You know, because it's not like that. Food is, it changes as the plants change, and so if you see something that works better, that's why I think everybody's so like addicted to picking out one product from every company, because they think like, oh, they'll try this thing now, But if you're working within one line, it's nice to be there with the people that are actually doing it, because then you see the growth,
Yeah, preach on, brother. I mean, I've been a big advocate of. I don't consider myself to be a chemist or a nutrient formulator, so my game is much more on the horticultural side of things and plant rearing. So I tend to trust the guys that are mixing newts these days. And if I don't like what's going on, I should just get on a different nutrient program, not just throw a bunch of different snake oils in there.
But the snake oils are
Right,
so
right.
cool.
They're so fun.
Well, the problem is too is that there's a lot of unknowns. So if you start mixing up fertilizers from different companies and there's things that don't work together, there's components that don't work, sometimes they just knock the fucking other one right out of the park. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden it's like, well, that didn't work, and it's like, because you put that other product in there, and you didn't realize what was going on. So
Right, and
there's
yeah, there's a lot of proprietary things there too as well. So it's not like they list every single thing that's in there. So you really don't even know where there's overlap, even if you're trying to research it properly.
True. Yeah, of course. And I mean, what I noticed out here at this show was it's right now everybody's really focusing on just gigantic, large-scale production, and so that's kind of where I feel any nutrient company is going to have to fucking step up pretty soon, because it's the amount of inputs that go into some of these things are huge, and then if you look at the scale that people are trying to do, it's outrageous.
Yep. Nope, you're absolutely right. Well, number one, thank you for having us on the show, and we really appreciate your support and, talking good about us. Obviously, we're, David, in a big Goliath world right now, so, any of the support we can get is fantastic.
well, yeah, between lighting and everything right now, I mean, nutrients are definitely one of the, that's one of the most important parts of your program is what you're feeding your plants.
Yep, absolutely.
And I think,
go ahead.
I was going to ask you something, because I get this question a lot of times about Millenium, is what is the organic components of it and what is the non-organic components of it? Like which products?
Yeah.
By the way, does anyone else think that Adam doesn't sound anything like Adam? Like that could be anyone. I don't know for sure that that's Adam.
It is me. I'm just crusty as fuck.
I don't know if I believe it. We may have to ask you something that only Adam would know and ask you to prove it later. But you could talk for now.
Okay. I'm a good stand-in, though, right?
You're pretty good.
Yeah.
You're pretty good.
Yeah.
Wait, let me. You know what I have to do? I have to start with. It's funny, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now that's a
you
good
know,
Adam.
There you go. Yeah. You know it's me now.
So I can definitely start to answer that question, and Cole, feel free to interject anywhere. But I mean, in general, I would call it about 70% synthetic and 30% organic across the board. Some of the products that have a little bit higher organic contents would be like the Ruby Full and the Lightning Start. And those would probably have the most biological components out of everything in the line, correct, Cole?
Yeah, and then how is that working with? Because that's one of the things I've noticed. What I liked about Millenium is that because I like to run a lot of microbes and stuff, and so that's part of the.
Adam likes a really stinky mix.
Okay, fair enough.
Really, yeah. I feel when it stinks, it's like that the plants are happy. You know what I mean? As I open up the thing and it's really stinky, they're like, yeah.
But it's got to be like that composty aerobic, not that anaerobic. Like, did somebody take a dump in my reservoir? Correct?
No, you don't want that. So at the same time, it's like it's just like running over skunks now. You're like other people hate it, but we all love it. You know what I mean? So certain things, even if it's stinky, as long as we know that the plants like it, it actually. You start to like it. You know what I mean? You start to go like that.
Well,
pretty nice. That funky, rotten egg smell or whatever. And you do appreciate it once you notice that the plants appreciate it.
So Adam's saying he smells like a plant, not like a person.
I smell funky, yes.
Not you personally smell like, but you perceive smell
no,
more.
No, not what you personally smell. Of course,
so we were all laughing over here because Vinny was responding to what I said on the show 30 seconds ago on the lag, and it was hysterical.
Hysterical. Stinky?
Threw me off a little.
Yeah.
But well, that must be one of the reasons you do like New Mill as well, because I'll tell you, my reservoir has definitely got a certain funk to it when I got everything in there and brewing and rumbling around, and it does have some really nice organic components that will, give off a bit of a funk, a healthy funk, of course, but. Again, very clean line, but there are some good organic components. But like the Ruby Full and the Lightning Start, if they got hot, things like that, if they're not stored properly, those are the two products that will go bad on you and things like that, and have the highest amount of biological activity.
To add to what Jaron said, sorry,
I feel like the Ruby is like the Ruby seems like the silver bullet in your guys' program, though. Am I right on that or not?
I think you've outed us on that, Adam. But yes.
Tell me about that. That sounds cool. I like when there's a secret that Adam drops.
It just seems to be that. Well, it seems to be like the go-to. Like whenever I talk to Bo about it or anybody, they're like Ruby, just Ruby it. Ruby, just Ruby, like reset. Throw a bunch of Ruby on it, reset it.
All right, what is Ruby? Someone tell me other than Adam.
It's a fulvic. It's a fulvic base, right? Pretty much.
Correct. Ruby is definitely a fulvic. It's a multi-source, multi-part fulvic. Much more complex than, in our opinion, than any other fulvic on the market. To further, bolster it, it's Neil's favorite product, which says a lot about it. Because as we all know, fulvic acids, as far as physical or aesthetic effect, above ground effect on plants, can be a hard thing to see. You really have to know what your garden's about, how to garden your varieties, what you're doing, your nutrient program, to really see the full effect of fulvic acids. And that's not just ours; that's any fulvic acid.
Talk more about that. Why is that the case, and how does that work?
Well, fulvic acids, the way they operate, they're a natural chelate. They definitely are a root zone conditioner. It's not an overnight process, especially when you're mixing fulvic acids with organic and inorganic components like New Millenium. With organics and things, maybe it's possible you might see fulvic acid effects even a little sooner. But when you have a nice, clean, multi-source, multi-part fulvic like Ruby. And you have an organic and inorganic, nutrient program, feeding program. It's really easy to see once you dial your garden in the results of that, the actual nutrient delivery, the overall plant health. You know, a lot of people over the years of this progression of New Millennium, honestly, have even come to us and said they feel part of the reason that the New Millennium, you know, as far as its phenotypical expression and you know, actual oil content that it puts on flowers is in part due to the multi-source fulvic acid and its relationship with the organic and inorganic components of that fertilizer program.
And again, I do like how you say silver bullet, because it is one thing that's going to help regardless of whether you're using it with New Millennium or you're using it with any other nutrient program. It's a wonderful multi-source fulvic that is going to help plants uptake nutrients more effectively and efficiently. So I tell people all the time, this could be the biggest product that you use. This could be the number one selling product in your store. This could be sold with everything. So.
Right. No, and it's good. I think it's good to maybe get that out to people so they understand it, because, you know, obviously it's part of a program, so people just think, oh, well, it's just one part of this multi-program, but I mean, pretty much that's what, like, it's my mom's go-to thing, you know what I mean? Like, whenever she's out and the newts are not quite there, she doesn't have enough to do a full thing, she's just like, you know what, I'll just do a ruby run, man.
Sure.
And the plants look super happy from it, so it's like, you know, obviously it's working.
Well, first and foremost, if Mama says it works, it works. So.
It's right, exactly.
and I actually like that you bring that up, because that was one of the things when I was recently talking with Neil that he brought to my attention. You know, winter, not to segue too hard, but winter uses a really nice pre-flush, and he actually likes to use ruby after that as a true flush. So you could at any point in time water with straight ruby to do a little bit of a correcting. It binds salts really, really efficiently, cleans up, like it's a nice soil conditioner, like Cole said. So anytime you're getting some, you know, little nutrient burn, want a little bit of reset like that, ruby's a wonderful product to do so.
Yeah,
really, anytime.
Somebody was asking if it's a foliar, but we don't. I never used it as a foliar. Do you ever do that or no? Just on the soil, right?
People definitely have over the years, Adam. As far as, you know, the recommendation goes, it is a root drench application.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now there's a segue right there though. That foliar. Tell me about that.
I was just waiting for you to say it. Dang it, Adam, you're just outing us all over the place. First the silver bullet, now the foliar. Go ahead, Cole. You can comment on that.
Yeah, thank you, Adam, for that very much. Basically, the foliar is a beta-tested product that we're probably going to release here in the next 6 months. You know, the response has been nothing short of phenomenal on it across the board. Residential, commercial, home, everything else. It's been a phenomenal product, and you know, it's been a little bit grower driven over the years. People have asked, you know, especially because of, you know, who's behind it and the you know, his intellectual properties. It's like they were asking, where's the foliar at, guys?
Where's the foliar?
Like, where is it? So you know, due to popular demand, it's here.
I can attest to the amazingness of the foliar for sure, because first application, I came back an hour later and I was just like, I could see the health of the plants increased in an hour, you know, which is amazing, because normally it's the whole idea, you spray and then the next day you look and then they look happy. And this was like an hour later and they were not only looking healthy, it was just amazing, because I noticed is like any parts that were just a little bit like necrotic or starting to go a little bit, look a little unhealthy, like incredible, like back to health, full health almost. It was weird. I literally like called Bo up right after. It was like, dude, this fucking shit is amazing. Like it was that much of a response, which you don't normally get from products, you know.
We definitely appreciate the honesty there, and it definitely has some metabolic boosting properties, and that's one of the things that everyone's so pumped on.
All right, so what's in the foliar?
well, honestly, that's still.
It smells like
barbecue sauce. Yeah.
That's
all right, so it's got probably barbecue sauce is ketchup and mustard is the base of all barbecue.
That's
all
where
barbecue
Jared's
sauce.
going with, man.
Right.
You just mix those two, and then you have a badass product.
That's my secret sauce from KCMO, baby.
Use a little Worcestershire.
Literally though, it does smell like barbecue. It's like crazy. You spray the room down, you're like, this smells like mesquite barbecue sauce or something like that. It's a crazy bag. Almost, but it does remind me of the one I sprayed. It's a little bit like if there's, I don't know if it has in it or not, but it almost seems like a charcoal-based product or something like that. Like there's something like a burnt quality in there. It's weird. Is it, do you know anything about that?
Yeah, is there something burnt? Is there something giving it that mesquite smell? Is there something burnt in there?
I mean, nothing that I know of. I'm not trying to hide any information here from you.
Seems like you're trying to hide something.
I know you were looking at me like that.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Just the tone of voice, but
Right.
no.
No, nothing that I know of. I mean, it literally, it's a beta test product. Even personally, I have not messed with it a whole lot yet. It is something that the people like the trusted partners we have, like Mr. Dunn here, who have used it. Again, nothing but raving reviews. And after this conversation, it may be having to get on the market a little bit sooner than we thought. We'll see here.
Well, I hope so. I hope so, because I've already blown it out of the water like 3 times now, telling people about it. They're like, I need it now.
Yeah.
It's like I gave most of mine away too.
So now I understand the next question is, when can I get some more? We'll hook you up, Adam. Don't worry. We'll take care of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't even going to bother with the question. I'll make sure it comes out good.
Please do. While we're talking about all these fun additives, what's your feeling on Decision, and how is your, how do you like to use it? And
that's also been very interesting too. It's like,
what's that one?
It seems like that product, again, like what you guys kind of evolving with this line is. At first, it didn't seem like it was as important, and now it seems to be like. Because now my mom's on it, she's like, okay. Because before it was maybe one time you did Decision. Now it's 2 times or 3 times even. So it's starting to become like the sort of it's like a timing issue. It's like
sure.
Hit it with Decision, and it does give you. It is nice because a lot of times when you're in the transition phase, it made sense to me. I like, okay, I understand, but now I understand it's also for the finishing stages too, and that's
sure.
Makes it a much more useful product, because when you buy something and use it once during a run, the biggest problem is by the time you get to the second or third run, the stuff's kind of maybe not as good, or it always feels. I'm always worried about buying too much and too big amounts.
Yeah, shelf stability. Yep, especially like you said, in a one-time use product. So I'm totally with you on the Decision, and just to answer Mitch a little bit, and so for some of the listeners out there, what Decision is a bloom initiator. You use it on the day you go 12-12. You use it in conjunction with Ruby and nothing else. That's how we advertise using it, as one time. It's where we want people to start, for sure, like you said, Adam. And I use it more than one time. I use it up to 3 days, up to 4 to 6 waterings even. And the efficacy of it does pick up with, as you use it more. But you also mentioned definitely some higher level use of it that isn't something, that we talk about a whole lot, but that product can be used very interestingly throughout the bloom process, I guess is what I'll say. A lot of people have done all kinds of crazy stuff with it. We are shy about talking too much about some of the more outlandish ones, and try and stick with it as a true bloom initiator. But yeah, you're right. It can do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. So what is the actual? Do we have any kind of ideas what's in the Decision that we can talk about? Because that's one thing about the Millenium. There's a lot of mystery going on there.
Yeah,
there is.
The chat room's definitely buzzing. They don't usually like mystery.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Cole. Let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, so what Decision is, just like Jaron said, is a true bloom initiator. And actual, as far as the composition of the product is select forms and ratios of phosphorus and potassium. And,
okay.
There has been rumor over the years of the product that it has some PGR-like effects. The truth of the matter is that the chemist Neil is not only driven by real food production and the health of the planet. He's never going to use caustic, carcinogenic PGR products like that. The way the product works, again, is just select forms, different sources of phosphorus and potassium, and ratios of each P and K, and he tricks or manipulates the plants, doing what he wants with that method of cultivation instead.
Yeah.
So just by using different forms and sources of phosphorus and potassium, he's getting the plant to sort of on its own produce the growth hormones and make the switch more aggressively?
Very, very true. Very well said. Through positive stress, essentially. He tricks the plants into flowering faster. There's more flowering sites. They develop much quicker. The nodal spacing is decreased. After you dial the product in, like Jaron said, if you can pull it off for 3 to 4 days and your veg plants are really, really healthy going into it, and you dial the product in, that product, with the use of winter, can take a full week at times off of flowering times because of how fast it speeds up the flowering time.
Yeah, basically eliminates a transition week. It just gets everything jumping right into it. Tricks a plan as opposed to strong-arming it into doing what it wants. We don't strong-arm into submission. We trick it, and it just starts running right into flower. So week 2 starts looking like week 3. Week 3 looks like week 4, and you can take it down up to a week early, and that's fully ripe, fully ready to go. I don't know if that's been your same experience, Adam, but.
Well, yeah, and also a combination between that and using the 315, I noticed everything speeding up rapidly. Like everything that was 9 weeks is 8 weeks, and same deal.
Yep.
But I'm not sure. I kind of think it's a combination of the both because I feel like the ceramic metal halides seem to come in early too.
Oh, they 100% do, and it's that red to far red ratio. That's kind of the word I've gotten on that. It really affects the phytochrome red and phytochrome far red as such that same kind of thing helps eliminate that transition week, really jumpstart flowering. And 100% first time I ever used a CMH, I went, holy shit, I got to take them down a week early, which is one of the really nice little happenstances of that great technology that many people are utilizing.
Right.
All right, Adam, we're going to do shout-outs real quick.
Jump in there.
I'm going to jump in. We're going to do shout-outs. KTI hasn't pulled up behind me.
We're ready to go.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Ready? Just wait, let me pull it up on my screen because I see there's a lot of stuff and I can't read it over my shoulder. And then we'll be ready to grow. Wait. Okay, ready? Okay, here we go. There's no theme song for it or anything. Big shout out to Way to Grow. On sale this month at Way to Grow. Remember that PL Lights NXT double-ended 1,000 watt that we had on the special Adam Dunn show special? If for some reason you missed it on the super special, you can go pick it up for $415. It's a little more than you would have paid with our special. But that's up right now. And they also still doing the microbe sale. November 9th through 23rd. You got Great White, Orca, Azos, and Mycos, Recharge, and Organism XL, all 30% off. And that's at all 7 locations of Way to Grow. You can go to waytogrow.net, click Find Stores, and find the location nearest you. Of course, there's Boulder, Central Denver, Colorado Springs, the main Denver store that Adam loves, Fort Collins, Lakewood, Silverthorne, and new stores coming soon, kind of always. You can find out more at waytogrow.net. Who you got up next, KT? I can't turn around and see it.
Oh, of course.
And I believe that they're going to be carrying Millenium pretty soon.
Oh, there you go.
They actually already are. Thank you, Adam. I'll jump in there. Yes, they are at almost every location, and if they're not carrying at that location, they definitely have access to it. So ask one of the managers or something like that, and they can definitely get it.
And, of course, big shout-out to Incredibles Edibles.
Delicious.
These guys know how good they are.
Incredible crew last night.
Are they partying out there in Vegas?
Crew.
Tis officially the
They are
season.
partying like
It is
me,
Pumpkin Pie Delight, Pumpkin Spice, and Graham Cracker Bar season. It's finally available. We've been waiting for it. And it's now their main banner here. That one, how many milligrams is that? 100 milligrams of THC, pumpkin spice, and graham crackers infused with 100 milligrams of THC. Of course, they also have the Strawberry Crunch Bar. That Firecracker Bar seasonal, that's not on the shelf anymore. Maybe they still got some pistachio nut available, though I think that was a pistachio mint. That was a seasonal, but I think it's still around in some places. Our favorite, the Fireberry, the Mile High, the Mile Higher Bar. You got Affogato, Black Cherry CBD. You got the Peach Dream, Peanut Butter Buddha Bar, Cookies and Cream, Strawberry Crunch, Affogato. The Winter Mint is coming back soon. All this stuff, obviously, on Incredibles bars. Very easily dosed, really delicious flavors, and you can find out more at iloveincredibles.com. And next, I'm assuming, is going to be Build the Soil. Build the Soil.
Build the Soil.
Our favorite source for if you're growing in dirt or you want to include some simple organic parts to your growing regimen, whether that's your IPM, you're trying to make some compost, you're looking for some boosters, really anything. Hell, if you just want a worm bin, check them out at buildthesoil.com. Our favorite source for everything from microbes to, like I said, soil. They'll do custom mixes of soil. You got 10 lights, they'll do custom mixes of soil. You got 10 acres, they'll do custom mixes of soil. The best inputs available on the market, specially imported for Jeremy for Build a Soil, and he'll go custom. He'll use one of his standard mixes and sort of tweak it. It's really our favorite place to look for anything of that nature. And you can find out more at buildthesoil.com, or you can give him a call at 855-877-SOIL. KTI. Next up,
Bring it up, KTI.
Growstone. You guys all got to clink beers. Do it. Do it.
Oh, wait, here, hold on. I got
Adam, you got one too?
Tell me you got a little hair of the dog going, Adam. You need it.
There, Adam's
clear
making
up my
gross
dirty
stones.
beer.
He's not
How's
here on the
that?
show, but he's
Just
still
for you.
making
Just
gross
for
stones.
stones.
Thanks for taking one for the team, buddy.
We appreciate it.
I know. It's Vegas.
Fearless leader.
It's Vegas, baby.
It's Vegas. Gross stones, our favorite aeration amendment for any medium that you're working with. It's way better than perlite. Perlite flows to the top of your mix. It's not a renewable resource. There's, as Adam likes to say, we're almost taking all of Perlite Mountain and put it in bags of dirt and then dump those bags of dirt. So we're almost out of perlite. So it's time to switch to something else. Grow Stone's obviously 100% sustainable, made from recycled bottles, all sorts of recycled glass, I imagine, but engineered for an ideal air holding capacity, water holding capacity. And you can tune into our recent episode with Dr. Paul Acosta to prove that these guys really know their stuff. They're not just melting some glass into perlite-like stuff and telling you they know it. They really do know what they're talking about, and it is really well engineered for its function. And of course, big shout out to Do It, our favorite powder.
Hydroponic research.
That will be the one.
Do it.
Hydroponic
Powder,
research.
powder, the pooter.
Hydroponic.
Do you see those boys out there, Mr. Adam?
Oh yeah, Zach's out. Zach's out here,
bet Zach's
and
out
Zach and crew. So we're hanging out last night, partying
Nice.
out.
They have a new website. It looks like.
Yeah, they got a brand new website.
What?
You know.
Brand new
Yeah, it's
website. Oh,
pretty
man.
pretty swanky.
Does it ask you if you're from Oregon still or no? No, it doesn't. Whoa.
Oh,
This is
They
swanky.
broke down that wall.
yeah, they got that worked
No
out.
Oregon wall anymore.
There's a feeding chart up there now. There's tons of information on there. There's a nutrient calculator right on the site. They got their social media interaction right in there. And, of course, the makers of Push Foliar Spray, the Shine Flower Phase Booster, the Plus Life Plant Probiotic, and, of course, Veg and Bloom. You know, they got the Dirty Blend, the HD Blend, RO Soft, Tap Hard. Depending on what your water is like, they're going to send you the right powder. And that way you're not buying bottles. You just buy this tub of powder. You can find out all the science, everything on there, by checking them out at hydroponic-research.com, or you can check out one of their many appearances here on the Adam Dunn Show. And Adam, I'm sure they're doing brisk business out there with all the large-scale stuff you're talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure. Everybody here has been like, every time I ask somebody how they're doing, they're just like, look at me like, oh my God, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
So it is literally gangbusters out here. Because I mean, there's all these states that came online. Everybody just immediately was like, all right,
Everyone
we're
from
on,
California
this
just showed up yesterday.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of people that have been sitting on the fence, and I think they're off the fence now. That's for sure.
Sure. Right on.
And
What's up
keep
next?
the shout-outs going. Don't forget, you haven't finished yet.
I know I haven't finished yet. I'm pulling up my text messages here, buddy. You settle down
Okay,
there.
I'm just checking.
Okay.
Checking.
Okay, do it. Pull it up.
Oh, we're ready.
Seeds.
Pull it.
Here.
Pull it.
Now.
Seeds.
Here.
No.
Oh, Adam has to do one on
Wow.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Seeds. Oh, Adam, you gotta say here. Come on.
Oh, here. Sorry.
Oh, come on. Seeds here now.
Here,
Seeds here.
now.
here.
No. Seedsherenow.com.
It's so hard when we're not in the studio. Not in the studio. I can't.
No.
Timing is not there.
Seedsherenow.com. Our favorite source for genetics domestically here in the United States, even internationally. What the heck? Same specials are rocking. Next week is going to be the Thug Pug drop, and look for the Lost Packs auction to start up again in 2 weeks. Also in the exotic menu, there's a new cube drop, which is Starfighter Cubed, Intergalactic, Bootylicious, Mr. Clean, Meltdown, Labyrinth, and Hazelnut Cream. Nut cream. He said
Say
nut
that 3
lot of
times
work there.
fast.
and I'm trying to look for. I usually read it on your phone. I can't find the seeds here now.
Oh man.
Yeah, I usually see it on your
Dun,
phone.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. But what we do know is that Seeds Here Now is going to be hosting the
No clone
Emerald
zone.
Cup.
I can talk all about that.
No Clone Zone. Get all over that. Talk about it.
You want me to talk all about it? I have the flyer.
Talk all about it.
I had the flyer. Oh no. Oh no. This is my flight information. I'm definitely going there. I can say that.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a
Step
good
one.
plan.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh,
Yeah,
and you know what? I found the October specials. Swamp Boy seeds, $124.88 a pack. Exotic Genetics, Crockett Family Farms, Bog Seeds, Ethos Collective are $98 a pack. La Plata Labs, Mosca Seeds, and Loud Seeds are buy one get one free. All orders over $150 get a free 3-pack gift from the Sage Master himself of TH Seeds Dark Star. Congrats, of course, to Exotic Genetics on winning double cups the other weekend. And those pre-sales, the drop has already happened, so I'm not going to hype that. And that latest drop from Archive should be up there right now. And so at the No Clone Zone, the Seeds Here Now National Breeding Conference. So that's seedsherenow.com, the gold standard of cannabis genetics, proudly presents the Seeds Here Now National Breeding Conference 2016, hosted by Adam Dunn and by me, in the Emerald Cup No Clone Zone. If you bring a clone in there, I think they shoot you with a fire hose or something, he was saying.
Yeah, there's absolutely no clones in the zone.
No clone zone.
Just seeds.
Just
seedy people.
Starting on, it was going to be called the Seedy Zone, but no one wanted to show up there. Starts Saturday at 3:45 p.m. I mean, we'll be there. We'll be doing a show Friday night, etc., etc. But the conference, the breeding conference starts on Saturday, 3:45 to 5 p.m. The Breeding for Concentrates panel. We got Mike from Exotic Genetics, Dave from Crockett Family Farms, Minjin from Aficionado, and some special guests. And after that, at 6:45 to 8 p.m., you can go get some dinner, come on back. And we've got the Stabilizing Genetics panel with Mr. Soul from Brothers Grimm, Jim from Bog Seeds, and Odie Diesel from Homegrown Natural Wonders. Oh, and then, I'm sorry, in between those, you can't go to dinner. I lied, because we have the Landrace Genetics panel with DJ Short, John from Snow High Seeds, our buddy Mo from Mojave, and Bam from Coastal Seeds. And I'm going to try to convince Bodie to go up there, but no guarantees. And then on Sunday, Sunday brunch, 11:15 to 12:15, we've got Fletch from Archive Seed Bank, Tommy from Brothers Grin, Leo from Aficionado, Sonny Chiba himself, and those four guys with just an hour. Oh man, that's not enough time for any. All those guys are great talkers, and they love to talk. That we need like 3 hours for that one.
How do we get to talk? I mean,
we're not going to have any chance to talk. Nope.
We're not going to get to